Hey, and thanks for watching. Well, with the spring selling season done and dusted and in the books for 2016, Christmas is just around the corner. We'll take a look at the key statistics for the Adelaide property market over the last 12 months. The Adelaide property market performed very well over the spring selling season, with prices increasing at one period the fastest of any capital city in the country. However, we did not see a huge influx of new properties, which we were expecting, which is pretty standard for the spring selling season. Auction clearance rates remain very steady and very strong, meaning many more owners are trusting that process and buyers are becoming a little bit more comfortable with putting their hand up on a cash unconditional basis. Let's take a look at some key statistics for Adelaide's property market over the last 12 months. Adelaide dwelling values rose 2.6%, taking the overall 12-month total to 4.7%. The median dwelling price currently sits at $420,000, with houses at $440,800 and units at $352,500. The median rent for houses in Adelaide is at $369 and units $314. Now, the time on market has grown slightly, but only by about 5 days, at 53 for November 2016 compared to 48 with November 2015, and the vendor discount rate remains at minus 5.9%, which is in line with November 2015. The top 10 suburbs for increase in median values featured some surprises, with Glenelg South leading the charge, showing growth of 18.5% in its median price across 18 sales. That was followed by Glynde, Netley and Hazelwood Park, then the sought-after Henley Beach with an increase of 11.8% over 85 transactions was at number 10. For units, North Adelaide was leading the charge with growth of 15.5%. The top 10 suburbs for overall median price is dominated by the ever-popular eastern suburbs and Burnside Council. However, taking out the top spot this year, Medindie, with a median price of $1,675,841. With its large established homes, tree-lined streets and proximity to the CBD, it's easy to see why it's so sought after. Well, as you can see, pretty steady, even though rents declined just a little bit. Now we'll have a bit more of an in-depth look at the auction market. The final week of auction reporting for the year sees the combined capital city clearance rate remain above 70%, while auction volumes continue their seasonal taper. Auction activity continued to ease this week after a surge in auctions over the past 4 weeks. The combined capital city clearance rate fell slightly to 70.5%, down from last week's 71.6%. The number of properties taken to auction this week also fell across the capital cities, with 2,722 reported auctions, down from about 3,500 last week, when the second busiest auction week this year was recorded. However, compared to the corresponding week last year, auction activity is significantly higher, with 1,818 auctions and a lower rate of clearance of 59.4% recorded over the same period last year. Auction numbers will remain relatively sedate over the festive period. This week, Adelaide saw a prelim clearance rate of 61.4% across a total of 132 scheduled auctions. This is higher than the previous week, when Adelaide's clearance rate was 58.3% and also higher than the 57.3% recorded a year ago. Well, with Christmas just around the corner, anyone looking at selling will be likely holding off till the new year. As we move into summer and 2017, new properties will start hitting the market and launching around the 9th of January, which is in the second week of the year when people start returning to work. I predict that majority of the stock issues, being low numbers of new stock hitting the market, will continue over the next couple of months, and we'll have to keep a very close eye on the Australian economy as well as interest rates, because they will dictate how the property market performs in 2017. Well, from myself and all my team, I'd love to wish you a happy holiday season, a very merry and a safe Christmas, and all take care, and I'll speak to you again in the new year.